come to the Palace of Pork. As far as the review goes, it's pretty hard to beat Bob Sykes in a lot of ways. I'm not gonna lie, I was just a wee bit let down with the corn on the cob. First time I'd ever got it from here, it was pretty bland. But the baked beans were good, and the pork was as good as it always is. So y'all definitely, if you're gonna be in the Bessemer area, make a little pilgrimage to Bob's. What do you think, Bryant?
It was pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay. Have a good one. Alright, y'all, I'm not even playing. Smoky Hollow, South Belridge in Fayette County, off Highway 13. You would just almost miss it and not realize you're at a barbecue place. This is the kind of place you're looking for. It's off the beaten path. It is worth the trip. Worth it. Come on. I can't speak for anything but the pulled pork. The meat, great. The sauce, not overpowering, tangy, really brings out the flavor. Going 8.5, that's the highest score that I have given yet. Smoky Hollow. Y'all go check them out. There is smoke blowing out of this little window right here. Smoke at a barbecue joint is usually a pretty good sign. Myra's Pit Barbecue, Mountain Brook, Alabama, or Cobb Heights. What, Cobb Heights or Mountain Brook? We're near the summit. You know how I do it. Pork plate. I ate some pork. It was good. Their white sauce really shined. Red sauce, okay. Pork, the pulled pork was a little drier than what I would normally give, like high 7, low 8. So I'm gonna go 7.1 on Miss Myra's Pit Barbecue. Cool looking place though. I'm at the Tennessee River. I went to Scruggs Barbecue. Sign says low and slow. It was really good. As soon as you get out of the car, you can smell it. It smells terrific. Hickory smoke. Pork had a great flavor. I got my sauce on the side, as is the new rule, and I'm going to give this a pretty good score. The sauce, it had a very crafty flavor to it. It wasn't a bad sauce. It tasted maybe a little bit sweeter than Kraft, but then they had this white sauce. It's also like a lot of white sauces in North Alabama. It's a little bit sweeter than I like it, but it was still really good. And I'm going to have to go with just, never mind the sauces. Sides were great. You can count on those. Cornbread was really good. With the pulled pork, I'm going with an 8.1. Really good score. Y'all go see them there at Scruggs in Decatur. Thank you. I'm up here at beautiful Lake Guntersville. There's a couple of barbecue joints I've got to tell you about that I've been like 2 weeks ago. So I thought I'd jump on here and tell you about them now. One is, and I'll do 2 videos. So one is Jim's Barbecue. Jim's Barbecue in Billingsley, Alabama. Y'all, it was pretty darn good. I've honestly forgot a whole lot about the place because it's been so long, but I did write down, a couple notes. So their sauce was pretty good. I liked it. Ribs, delicious. 8.6, really love their ribs. The pulled pork, well, I would give it a 7.9. It was good. It was really good. But just to be terribly honest with you, I don't remember exactly why I gave it a 7.9. But it was good. It's good. I mean, it's worth the trip just for the ribs. I really like the pork too. Really like the sauce. Y'all go give them a try. Jim's in Billingsley, Alabama. Got a busy day today, but I wanted to pause a minute and tell y'all about Porky's Barbecue in Grant, Alabama. I visited it yesterday, actually, with some great friends. Had a good time. Very nice people. The pork was not a bad flavor. It was just kind of like a little like, I don't know the word. I mean, I guess the word I used to describe it is humid. It was very damp. But it tasted okay. It tasted fine. They had good sauce. It's very sweet sauce, and then they had a gold sauce that was really good too. Tastes a lot like Cattleman's. If you like Cattleman's, you'll like theirs. The ribs, I would go 7.1, and the pork I would go 6.9, and that is Grant, Alabama's Porky's barbecue. I heard the hamburger was really good though, so maybe y'all should try it. Go try them, don't listen to me. See ya. Blunsville, Alabama. Just got finished at Deep South Barbecue. Didn't see ribs on the menu. I would have ordered some. They had pulled pork, which was really good. Good sweet sauce, if that's the kind of sauce you like. Me, I like mine a little more tangy, but daggum, that was good. It was good, top notch. Pulled pork, good texture, good flavor. I'm going to go with an 8.6 on it. But I mean, better than that, probably worth more than good food is the way the folks treat you in there. I walked in, immediately felt like family. Very nice people. And a former ag teacher friend of mine was in there. Hey, Kevin, tried to get me to get some banana pudding, which really looked good, but better not. I better not to get back on that sugar. Anyway, pork 8.6, Blunsville, Alabama, Deep South Barbecue. Y'all get down and see them ASAP. Just got done at the Shack, Talladega, Alabama. And if you can't say it right, just don't even come over here. Talladega. They'll tell you. The people who live here will tell you. Let's talk about this pork. Well, let's talk about the pork plate first. Pork plate, which I didn't get. I just got the pork this time again. We already had to talk about the beans. I got the pork plate. I didn't get the pork plate. My bad. I got a half pound of pork. The pork plate would be I think it was $11.79 on the menu. And the pork, y'all, good. I mean, just good. A good bit of bark in there with it. A good bit of smoke. I got a good ring. Sauce brings it out. Not overpowering. Tangy regular sauce, and then they got a hot sauce that's pretty good too. Eight two. So on my second 8. Good stuff. Y'all got to come see them at the Shack. This is my second round of barbecue today, so I'm not going to eat very much of it. I'm at Good Old Boys Barbecue in Sylacauga, Alabama. I'd been somewhere else earlier in the day, but I thought, hey, I'll stop by and knock out another place on the way home and save some for the fam or for me to eat tomorrow or whatever. So I've stopped and got some of their pulled pork, which is not bad. It's got a little bit of bark in it. I like a little more bark. I like a little more crisp to the bark, but this is fine. And took a little drink of their barbecue sauce. It's a good barbecue sauce. It's tangy. I think if you like Kraft, you'll like it. There's nothing wrong with Kraft. It just kind of tastes like Kraft barbecue sauce. I don't think there's a lot of seasoning that goes into this or anything, or at least, I think it hurts to shake a little on after the fact, but that's just me. I'm going 7.3. And that's on the pork at Good Old Boys Barbecue, Sylacauga, Alabama. Y'all have a great day. I'm in Mobile, Alabama. Back down there's the Mobile Bay, I don't know, tunnel. I don't know what it's called, I can't remember. But it says 12-foot clearance, undefeated since 1941. I think they've had a few trucks stuck in there. Anyway, I went to Meat Boss. Meat Boss is pretty good. Kind of rushed you through there, but they got your food to you fast. A little bit of a small portion size, in my opinion. I got pulled pork. I got a plate. It was $15 and some change, and I had one side with it and a drink. And I'm gonna stop walking. Y'all good and dizzy yet? So beans were really good. I like the sauce. They had several different sauces, but the problem with the sauces was they didn't have mine on the table. They just gave you a little cup of whichever one you wanted. Wasn't enough sauce. I wanted to try them all. Couldn't do it. So I got a spicy Carolina, which was good. The pulled pork, I'm going 8.5. Solid option. I ate a little sliver of the burger. One of my coworkers was kind enough to let me have a bite, and it was pretty good too. So anyway, 8-5, go try them out. I've come to Lisa's BBQ in Fayette, Alabama. Let's go give it a shot. A good crowd started coming in as soon as I got inside, but I got to order my food pretty quick, and they got it out to me quick, and it was more than enough. Of course, you know how I do it. It was a pork plate. It was 2 sides. I had slaw and baked beans. I'll say this for Lisa's, it's not bad barbecue. I was pleasantly surprised at the price. I got the barbecue plate and the tea for $13.68, tax and all. I didn't get a tea at another place I went a couple days ago, and it was about the same price. Also, they were very friendly in there. I thought that was cool. As far as the pork goes, decent. When I pulled up, the first thing I noticed was smoke, and the smoke smelled wonderful. But when I got my plate, I tasted the pork. There was no smoke taste. I don't know. Didn't detect any smoke ring, no bark, but it didn't taste bad. And their sauce is passable also. I'm going to go 6.7 for Lisa's BBQ. It's worth a try if you're down this way in Fayette. I'm in an old Pizza Hut. No, I didn't eat there. I ate at Creekside Barbecue, Pelham, Alabama. I've eaten here before. It's really good. It's one of the few places that's ever scored a 9 on their pork. Pork is still delicious, going 9.3 on it. Tonight I had brisket and ribs. All right, the ribs were very good. Good pull, good flavor, just right amount of smoke. But I don't think that they're quite to the level of 9. I'm going to go 8.5 on the ribs. Solid rib choice. I'd definitely drive down here an hour and eat again. The sides got a lot to do with it. The brisket, a little bit on the dry side. I know a lot of people love their brisket here, and so don't take my word for it. You come try it and tell me what you think. And sauce is great. Their white sauce, very tangy. Their red sauce, also pretty tangy, good flavor. Sides, man, really steal the show for me. I like the corn casserole and the grits. If you come down here and you don't order grits, I'm done with you. So 8.2 on the brisket, 8.5 on the ribs, 9.3 on the pulled pork, Creekside Barbecue, Pelham. Try them out. I went to Golden Rule in Irondale or Irondelet. I'm not sure which way you say it. You Irondelayans can tell me. But I went to Golden Rule the other day. It was a neat place. It says it's the oldest barbecue joint in America. I really didn't understand how to do everything. I guess so anyway, I ordered my food and they gave it to me to go, but I sat down and ate anyway. The sauce was pretty good. It was a sweet and tangy red sauce that was pretty good. The ribs, a little on the small side, dry. I'm like not a good dry, not like a dry rub dry, like pretty dry. The pork it had a good texture. It maybe slightly overcooked. Had plenty of bark. Just not a ton of flavor with it. So anyway, I give you my ratings. As far as the ribs go, I go a 7.5, and the pork, I go 7.8. Not bad. If you're happening through Irondale, it's a neat place to go see. You got an open pit you can see. That's pretty neat. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. See you next time. I'm not in Montgomery. I'm in Gunnersville, but I went to Dreamland in Montgomery, and I always heard people say years ago that there's nothing like the original Dreamland. All these others that are out away from it are not as good. I'm on board. I went to the original Dreamland a while back, and it was mighty fine. Okay, so and this is not to dog the folks I'm not trying to dog the folks in Montgomery or anywhere else that's a franchise type place, but wasn't quite as good. The ribs, I give a 7.4. Not nearly as good as original Dreamland. I mean, they're not terrible, but I really think if it wasn't within the walking distance down there of the things that I had to be there for, probably would have went somewhere else. The pulled pork at Dreamland, I got to go 7.2. It just wasn't good. I mean, if the sauce rescued it, without the sauce, I don't know what it would have been. but it desperately needs a sauce. So anyway, I hate to be mean to Dreamland, but it just wasn't good in Montgomery. Sorry. Y'all have a great day. I'm at Creekside Barbecue in Pelham, and I'm wearing a Bass Pro Shop shirt because I'm still waiting on people to send me some shirts and some hats with your small business logo on it. Creekside Barbecue, it's about an hour from my house, but it is not too far for you to come from almost anywhere where you are. I got a pork plate with 2 sides. It ended up being, I think it's $15 on the menu. I ended up paying $19 for all of it. Y'all, 100% worth it. Get down here. Had sauces I had a white sauce. It's a little bit sweet for my liking, but still wonderful, still really good. Their red sauce, very unique. Hadn't had any that tastes just like it anywhere. Good sauce. The grits that I had on the side. I know you're thinking grits at a barbecue joint. Trust me, get them. Baked beans, pretty pedestrian, but very good. The pork, if it ain't the best I've had, it's close. I got to give it a 9.1. That's my first 9 since I've been doing this. This is review, I think, number 21, and that is the first 9 I've given. 9.1, Creekside Barbecue. What are you waiting for? Get your tail down here and try it. Thank y'all.
This is the time that I want to let you realize that this is probably a party that you don't want to attend, but you're locked in.
Cooter Brown's, Jacksonville, Alabama. Everybody says it's one of their top 10 in North Alabama that's been there. I'm going to tell you, the ribs, y'all, they're exactly like I like them. There's a little bit of pull, a little bit of crisp on the outside. The dry rub that they use, by the way, get them dry. Get them dry. Get them dry. Get the sauce on the side. If you want sauce, put it on there, but get them dry and try it first. Add just like this charcoaly flavor to them, just a little hint. Even though I asked the guy and he said they don't cook them over charcoal. And just enough of that. It reminded me a lot of the flavor reminded me a lot of Rendezvous in Memphis. But so you know I'm going to give it a high score. These are some of the best ribs I've ever had. I'm going for the ribs at Cooter Brown's. This is a strong score, man. 9.2. 9.2. Me giving out 9s is very rare. It's got to be exceptional. Cooters, if you ain't the best in the state, I can't wait to eat the best. I'm so excited I dropped my mic. Thank y'all for watching. Have a great day. Johnny's Barbecue in Coleman. I got to eat up there with a good friend of mine. Handsful guy. He said that Johnny's Barbecue to him tasted like coming home. Because when his brothers be out of town or something, he had several older, they'd come back in and the family would always get a big family meal from Johnny's. So he said it tasted like coming home to him. A cool place, older place, friendly people. They do, now I gotta say, they do swim their pork in sauce, and I made the mistake of not asking for it dry. Although it really wasn't a mistake because the sauce is pretty good in itself. So if you don't want the pool of sauce, you better order it dry. Speaking of pools, my friends at Aqua Express are ready to help you open yours up. They're located in Jasper. Good friends of mine. Call them at the number or check them out on their Facebook. Great people. Okay, so Johnny's Barbecue, getting back to the pork, good flavor, not as much smoke as I really like, but if you're somebody who gets really bad heartburn, it's a good flavor. It's a good flavor. And I know when you get real smoky, you get more heartburn problems. Don't ask me how I know. But I'm going 7-9. It's a strong contender. Great barbecue. Get up to Johnny's and try them out. Also, check out the smoked wings. Thanks for watching. Chief and Snoogies. Depending on which map you look at, it's either in Moulton or Trinity. Cool little spot, man, regardless of which place you think it resides in. Maybe they'll see this and they can tell me which one they claim or what community they claim. But Chief and Snoogies, cool name, cool place, nice people, the food. This one's gonna get a pretty high score, y'all. They had great sides. The pork and beans that I had were good. It's vinegar slaw. If you like vinegar slaw, you'll like this. And I had potato salad also, because you get slaw with every plate, and then you get 2 other sides too. So it was good. Not huge heaping portions of sides, but that's fine. Plate was $9.99. I got to try some of the white sauce, and it is some of that knock your socks off white sauce, in my opinion. It's got a little kick to it, a little spice. To me, it's just right. Delicious. Everything at Chief and Snoog is worth the trip, man. But you go try it. You let me know what you think. Just a fat guy from Piney Woods. I'm giving it a pretty high score. The pork, before I put the sauce on it, 8.2. After I put the sauce on it, Lord knows what it will be, because that sauce was great. Loose vinegar sauce reminded me a lot of Southern Hickory. Meat reminded me a lot of Southern Hickory, but it's its own thing, and it's good. Go try them out. Sam's Smokehouse, Fayette, Alabama. I started my teaching career off in Fayette back in 05-06, so we're rocking on 19 years now. Sam's has always been one of my favorite places, but not so much for pork, mainly for chicken and that awesome mustard-based sauce that they have that is just, it's perfect. It is worth the drive to get some of Sam's sauce. Chicken's what, in my opinion, chicken is what they're famous for. I've never had their ribs. I have had different types of chicken and pork. Chicken's always wonderful. You know, they got great sides. Pork is, it seems a little like it's just drenching wet with some kind of moisture. It's not a bad flavor, but I'm just gonna be straight up honest with y'all. Don't go to Sam's for pork as much as you go for chicken. And like, if you want chicken, you're probably gonna have to get there early to get it. Sam's is top notch. Love the place. Don't let this rating on their pork steer you away from it at all, because they do chicken so well. But on the pork, I'm gonna have to give them a 7.5. It's definitely not the best I've had. I've had better, but their chicken, to me, it's unmatched anywhere. That's why you go to Sam's. Go to Sam's in Fayette. Check them out. Thank you. Got to go to Margaret, Alabama, to Landmark Barbecue. They had 3 tables in the whole place. It's kind of neat. They were busy. I kind of stood there for a few minutes before somebody waited on me, but it was fine. The young lady was on the phone at the register, and then finally she got to me, and I ordered a pork plate, and I got the pork plate with the sauce on the side, because that's the new rule. And I got slaw and potato salad. Potato salad was like my mama's. It was pretty good. Now, I'm glad I got the sauce on the side. I tried the pork. It was a good flavor, had good smoke. The bark was crispy. I'm one of those weirdos that kind of likes a crispy bark on there. So if you don't like kind of a crispy, burnt-ish type bark, you may not be too crazy about it. But I liked it. I got to trying some of the sauce, and the sauce is way too sweet for my liking. But thankfully, we've made a new rule. So with the sauce, it was good. Without the sauce, I liked it a lot. I am giving it an 8.1 for Landmark Barbecue, Margaret, Alabama. Y'all go check them out. Got to go to Margaret, Alabama, to Landmark Barbecue. They had 3 tables in the whole place. It's kind of neat. They were busy. I kind of stood there for a few minutes before somebody waited on me, but it was fine. The young lady was on the phone at the register, and then finally she got to me, and I ordered a pork plate, and I got the pork plate with the sauce on the side, because that's the new rule. And I got slaw and potato salad. Potato salad was like my mama's. It was pretty good. Now, I'm glad I got the sauce on the side. I tried the pork. It was a good flavor, had good smoke. The bark was crispy. I'm one of those weirdos that kind of likes a crispy bark on there. So if you don't like kind of a crispy, burnt-ish type bark, you may not be too crazy about it. But I liked it. I got to trying some of the sauce, and the sauce is way too sweet for my liking. But thankfully, we've made a new rule. So with the sauce, it was good. Without the sauce, I liked it a lot. I am giving it an 8.1 for Landmark Barbecue, Margaret, Alabama. Y'all go check them out. Promised Land Barbecue, Woodstock, Alabama, right? I think inside Tuscaloosa County. Very friendly people. I got out of the truck, and I don't know if they're employees or owners, but They were both very kind, and they were cleaning up the picnic tables and stuff out here. And I go up and put my order in, barbecue plate with a drink, $9.75. Good price. Sauce, I like the taste of the sauce. I didn't really get a good taste of the pork because it was swimming in the sauce, which was good. I mean, the sauce was good. I'm not gonna lie, it's good. But I didn't like that I couldn't get a good taste of the sauce. Excuse me, a good taste of the pork by itself. But that's okay. That's how they do it. But since I couldn't taste the sauce, I got to rate the pork at a 7.8. It's good. If you're on the interstate down around Woodstock, get your butt off and come down here and try some. It's good. I didn't try any. I had baked beans and slaw, both very solid, homemade, good stuff. Friendly people. Met a new friend down here. Guy recognized me from being online. He didn't work here. He was another customer, and we had a good chat. Super nice guy. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Allen Mix, Sneed, Alabama. Man, I just want to comment on the exceptional service I received there. Very cool people, nice people, beautiful spot, beautiful location. That's out in a cotton field. It's a cool place. Got an upstairs, you can go eat up there. The sauces, I wasn't too crazy about them. They were a little bland. The baked beans that I got were very good. They were fantastic. The creamy slaw was good. There was enough meat, and I think it was $11.95 for the plate. The meat, though, let me get into that. The meat had a good, I mean, it was okay. Not much smokiness. It was a little bland. Not a lot of seasoning to speak of, and not a lot of bark to speak of either. But the taste was okay. And actually, I thought the taste was better without the sauce. Wasn't a big fan of the sauce. Man, if I was rating the people there, 10. If I was rating the atmosphere there, probably pretty darn close to that too. I saw some people eating some other stuff in there that looked great. I mean, I'm telling you, I would say go give it a shot. The pork, though, I'm gonna have to go with a 7.6. I mean, it was good. It's fine, and some people are gonna really like that style and the way it tastes. It's just not mine. I like a little more punch to mine. Allen Mix, Sneed, Alabama. Nice people, nice place. Go check them out. Howdy. We went to Top Hat Barbecue today. Let's go with the pork. Let's just go ahead and get right to it. The pork was just a bit on the spongy side, texture-wise. Flavor was a little bland. The sauce was not bad. It was tangy. I like the sides, except for the beans. All right, come on, barbecue places. If you're gonna be a barbecue place, make your own dang beans. I digest. Here's the deal. James Fan says that Top Hat is his favorite barbecue joint. And while I'll admit it's not that bad, James, have your people call my people, which is my wife who's behind the camera right now. One of my heroes, James Fan. The pork, 7.4. 7.4. That's what I'm going with. I saw some catfish in there. It's wonderful. I've tried it before. It's wonderful. Go get catfish if you're going to be in Blunt Springs or in that neighborhood. Y'all, it's beautiful through there. It looks like Gatlinburg. It's got a river rolling next to the road. It's so pretty. Head through there. And before we left, we were standing at the checkout stand, and I saw them throwing some burgers down on the grill. Y'all, them burgers, I had a little bit of an emotional experience thinking about them. Go check them out. 7.4 on the pork. There was bark there. There was smoke ring there, but there just wasn't a ton of flavor. Thank y'all for watching. Howdy. We went to Top Hat Barbecue today. Let's go with the pork. Let's just go ahead and get right to it. The pork was just a bit on the spongy side, texture-wise. Flavor was a little bland. The sauce was not bad. It was tangy. I like the sides, except for the beans. All right, come on, barbecue places. If you're gonna be a barbecue place, make your own dang beans. I digest. Here's the deal. James Fan says that Top Hat is his favorite barbecue joint. And while I'll admit it's not that bad, James, have your people call my people, which is my wife who's behind the camera right now. One of my heroes, James Fan. The pork, 7.4. 7.4. That's what I'm going with. I saw some catfish in there. It's wonderful. I've tried it before. It's wonderful. Go get catfish if you're going to be in Blunt Springs or in that neighborhood. Y'all, it's beautiful through there. It looks like Gatlinburg. It's got a river rolling next to the road. It's so pretty. Head through there. And before we left, we were standing at the checkout stand, and I saw them throwing some burgers down on the grill. Y'all, them burgers, I had a little bit of an emotional experience thinking about them. Go check them out. 7.4 on the port. There was bark there. There was smoke ring there, but there just wasn't a ton of flavor. Thank y'all for watching. Double Springs, Alabama, Smoking Pig Barbecue. Looking around, there's folks parked under the tree eating. I think you can go inside and eat. Yeah, they got a dining room. I went through the drive-thru. It was pretty quick. I got a half pound of pulled pork. She asked me if I wanted sauce, which kind of told me this meat might be all right here. So I got the sauce, which, by the way, is about near perfect. I really like their sauce. It's got some sweetness and some tanginess that I really like. Smoking pig, y'all, I'm a big fan. The pork, y'all, would be really brushing hard up against, like, I would say 8.7 if it had a little more bark. It just didn't have much bark in it at all. I mean, like, I really didn't detect any. But the flavor and the texture are excellent. Just, you know, I like a little bit of crisp in the bark, and it wasn't there. But hey, flavor, it's there. Texture, it's there. I'm going on their pork. I'm going 8.4. Really good. Y'all need to hit up Smoking Pig Barbecue in Double Springs. Go see them. This is going to be good. Come to AG's Barbecue in Bremen, Alabama. Kind of bug tussle, if you know where that's at. This is a first. I'm leaving with 2 pounds, a pound of chicken and a pound of pork. I had ribs in there. I also had pulled pork. That's what I'm judging. This is going to be good. As far as the pulled pork goes, it is the best I've ever had in my life. And I double dog dare you to come try it. And if you tell me different, that's fine. I understand. It is a 9.7. Very strong score. Best I've ever given on anything. Until I ate their ribs. I ate ribs in there also. 9.8. Y'all, it's the best barbecue place I've ever been to in my life. And I double dog dare you to come try it and tell me different. If you do, that's cool. Everybody's got a little different taste. But EG's, it's top notch. It is the best I've had. Bar none. No offense to anybody else, but this is good. Y'all come try them. Any barbecue joint that ain't serving hush puppies, you backing up. Here with my friend Matthew. He's invited me up here to, where are we?
Lee Croy's.
Lee Croy's. Is it
It's close to Morgan City.
Close to Morgan City, Alabama. We drove an hour and 20 minutes here. The pork is what you've all been waiting for. The pork, mighty fine. I enjoyed it. Thought it had just enough smokiness. Moisture level might have been just a little bit low. That's the only knock I got on it. The barbecue sauce, red sauce.
Go red sauce, Sweet Baby Ray's.
Sweet Baby Ray's, 100%.
White sauce, it's the signature sauce here.
White sauce is very good.
It's a game changer.
Like he said earlier, the little bit of vinegar that they got in the white sauce really set it off. So, what are you going on it?
I look at it, you know, school teacher. I got to look at it A, B, C, or D. I don't think it's an A. I'd give them an 8.2.
I'm going 8-1. 8-1, Lee Croy's, Morgan City, Alabama. Y'all go see them. Great sides. Great desserts, would you say? Great desserts. By the way, if you want to do a call in, their phone number is 256-498-PORK. I'm not joking. Vernon, Alabama's Todd's Smokehouse. Went down there and visited it. Vernon, Alabama, cool little town. I got a pulled pork plate. I got slaw and baked beans. The baked beans, they had their own twist on them. There was meat in the baked beans. They were really good. The slaw was good, creamy slaw. I really liked their sauce. It was like that perfect mix of sweet and tangy. They could probably bottle it and sell that. Don't think it's a third-party sauce that I've tasted before. It was really good. So, I mean, I got to brag on them. Inside the restaurant, they had quite a few tables. There's plenty of room in there for everybody. I noticed that there were some state troopers and it looked like a city policeman in there. So, they know where the joints are to go eat. The pork, it was not bad. It had a decent smoky flavor to it. Had a little bit of bark in there mixed in. It was not very crispy at all. Honestly, it was like steamy, like it had been new. It was not a bad flavor. And then you mix that sauce in with it, and it's really good with the sauce. But I don't judge sauces. I have to judge pork. So I'm going to give it a not bad rating. I'm going to give it a 7.4. Todd's, give it a shot. Burning Alabama. And remember, just because I didn't think it was knock my socks off, don't mean you won't. Okay, I'm in Trenton, Georgia. I'm on my way back from Chattanooga. We stopped at a place called Thatcher's BBQ in downtown Trenton, which is over there. Closer to Lookout Mountain. How cool is this place? So anyway, as a Bama boy, talking about Georgia barbecue, the first time I've ever eaten at a Georgia barbecue joint, I must say, if all this Georgia barbecue is this good, y'all got something. The ribs, really good flavor. The flavor saved them because, in my opinion, they were a little too soft. They kind of fell off the bone. You might love that. That's awesome with me. I don't mind it if you like it. I like a little bite, a little pull. Going 8.4. If there was good pull on that, man, those were going close to a 9. The flavor was awesome. All right, the brisket, had the brisket too. The brisket was delicious. A little extra fatty for my liking. I'm going 8.3 on the brisket. Let it rib tater chip. So, one more thing, the pork, absolutely perfect. I ain't had any better. 9.4 on the pork. Thatcher's. Y'all rocked it, baby. Appreciate it. Somebody let them know. Thank you. Kind of slumming it, going the cheap route today. Recording on my phone. There's 50 taters in Rainsville, Alabama. I'm behind me, but I didn't eat there today because they're closed. I went right over here to Little James Barbecue. I've been a little under the weather. All right. So, anyway, I got one of these cheap mics for like $5 off the TikTok shop. It's not terrible. I mean, I'm really slumming it today. No nice camera, nothing. So, Little James, very nice people. Didn't have an issue ordering, even though I was getting in there, like 3 minutes before they closed. Ribs, not bad. Fall off the bone. They were fall off the bone. If you like that, you'll like these. They had a good smoky flavor to them. Not the best I've had, definitely not the worst. I'm going 7.4 on their ribs. Their pork, pretty bland. I mean, y'all, there ain't no law against throwing a little seasoning in there after you pull it, but kind of a little bland. Sauce, very unoffensive, kind of boring. I'm going 6.9 on the pulled pork. Thanks. I'm at Lawler's Barbecue in Coleman. Ain't gonna lie about it. Last time I ate here was a long time ago, and my taste for barbecue, my palate was not as refined, you might say, as it is now. So I'm gonna go try it again. Even though this is a place I kind of been putting off, but we'll give it a shot. Blackwater Visual, that's my company. I do real estate photography and videography and drone work. So I think I can safely say that I was wrong, and maybe it was just bad the one day I got it. And it's like anything else in life. You really can't judge something off one trip. So the pork, way better than I remembered. I'm I'm gonna give it an 8.3. It was good, flavorful. It was really accentuated by their sweet sauce, which I thought was a pretty darn good sweet sauce, even though it was kind of strange that it came in little packets. You know, okay. I mean, it's kind of McBarbecue, but it was good McBarbecue. The ribs, a little bit of another story. Good pull, good texture. Just not a ton of flavor. They really do need the sauce. I'm going 7.2 on those. Lawler's definitely worth a visit if you ain't never been. Thank y'all for watching. See you next time. Went to Jim and Nick's. You know how I do it. Got a barbecue plate, 2 sides. I got slow and baked beans. Tax and all, it was, I think, $12.65 for the plate. Not bad. Middle of the road with what I've seen. By the way, how much is too much for a barbecue plate? Y'all let me know. How much is too much? Let me know what you think is too much for a barbecue plate with 2 sides and a piece of bread. All right, it came with their red sauce on it, decent red sauce. It was pretty good, and it had pickles on there. I just ordered the way that they sell it. I got the barbecue plate. Sides were fine, sauce was fine, pickles good. The pork, mushy gushy, not a lot of good texture to it. I mean, it was very almost liquefied. Flavor not so good, but I'm gonna be straight up with you. I don't go to Jim and Nick's for their barbecue pork. They got some smoked turkey that's awesome. They've got catfish that's really good. Their cheese biscuits, man, that's what steals the show. That's the number one thing. Unfortunately, on their pulled pork, I gotta go with a 5.5. That's pretty low, but I mean, let's be honest. Jim and Nick's, they got a lot. They're a chain restaurant now. It's not like a mom and pop place. It's McBarbecue. Sorry, Jim and Nick's. Thanks for watching, y'all. Mookie's, Winfield, Alabama. Probably some of the nicest people I've ever run across. Since it was my first time there, she wanted to hook me up with some extra stuff so I could try it out. They sent some ribs and some chicken, and I did get a half a pound of pulled pork this time. I didn't eat it all. I gotta slow down on the beans, man. The beans. I'm backing off the barbecue plate thing. I'm still gonna give you the price of a barbecue plate. Their regular price was $10.90 on their menu, but on their special board they had a special going of $9.90. Don't sleep on them for desserts. The pulled pork. They asked me, do you want the plain sauce, the spicy sauce, or the white sauce? I was like, can I get all 3? They put all 3 in there. The plain sauce, I got a little worried when I saw it because it was Sweet Baby Ray's. I just thought it was weird that they were, giving a prepackaged sauce. The spicy sauce that they had was pretty good. The white sauce, knock your socks off. It is top notch. If I've had better white sauce, I can't remember when or where. It's good. It wouldn't even matter what score I gave this pork. It's really just a transfer vehicle for the white sauce. It's so doggone good. So y'all make sure you get up there and just try the white sauce. But the pork, not bad in itself. I'm going to go 7.9. I had good flavor. Moisture level good. The smoke taste was strong enough. If you like Alabama white sauce, you're going to make some good friends with the folks at Mookie's. I've never stood behind a velvet rope to get barbecue, but Herd's Barbecue started out in Maplesville. They weren't open there. Went to Clinton. They were open there too. You know the rules. Got a pork plate. I got slaw and baked beans. I have to tell you that a pork plate there before tax, I'm going to start saying before tax price because it's not fair. They can't help that they're in Clanton and the tax rate is whatever Clanton's tax rate is. But I know that on the menu, a pork plate with 2 sides and a piece of bread and no drink was $17. Look, y'all, that's steak money. That's sirloin money right there. But we're going to keep everything but the pork out of the conversation when it comes to the score. The sauce was very sweet, very overpowering. But I did get to sample a little bit of the meat without the sauce, and it was good. It was just, if there was a such thing as being over smoked, it was. Anyway, my official score, it doesn't matter. Because if you like sweet sauce, you should go try this. I just don't particularly, it's not my cup of tea. Speaking of tea, they didn't have any tea ready either at 2 o'clock in the afternoon in the South. So, taking all those things into account, tossing them out the window, and only basing it on the pork, 7.6. Worth a try if you're in the area. Rusty's in Leeds. I don't know quite how to start talking about it, so I'm just going to start out by talking about Smith Lake Hat Company. Y'all check them out. So, the sides blew me out of the water. Everything's homemade. Everything's good. Pretty spicy, which I like. That's cool. Pork, how high is it going to be? I got to go 8.7. It is really good. Really good. Good atmosphere. Price maybe just a fudge high, but nothing just crazy. Nothing crazy. I think it was like $14.50 for a plate with 2 sides, and it was good. And it came with these like corn, what would you call them? Cornbread muffins with jalapenos.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And then they've got, you can also get white bread with it, but if you can get the cornbread muffins, get those. Man, all day long, worth a trip, worth a drive. We drove an hour, no sweat. We'll be back. As a side note, the meat does come with sauce on it. Personally, when I come back, it's not if. When I come back, I'm going to ask for the sauce not on there because they've got several sauces on the table, which are all good. It's not Mookie's good, but it's good. Every sauce they got is good. You want to try all that on there. But I tell you this, the meat don't even need sauce. So, use at your discretion. If you don't want the best breakfast in Alabama, just scroll on. Surefire way to tell if you're at the best place to eat in town. Cops, firefighters, utility workers, if they're there, heck yeah. I've actually been to Ken's quite a few times, but I haven't been to this new location. They had this old rinky-dink shack down the road from here for a long time. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad I'm not doing breakfast reviews because typically because this place is going to be very difficult to beat. All right, it's over here in Pinson. Man, really good. I got a half ham, 2 eggs. I mean, everything's just delicious. The biscuits, you know, it's some of the only biscuits I've been able to find that rival my mama's. And anybody that knew my mom knows that it was hard to beat her on a biscuit. So everything's perfect. Coffee's good. Wait staff very friendly. I have eaten barbecue here before. Not here, not at this place, but at the old place. I hadn't eaten in a long time, so I'm not going to pass judgment on it. But the breakfast is what you come here for. So Ken's Barbecue, Pinson, Alabama. Look it up. Look them up on Google Maps, Facebook, whatever. You'll find them. And get your tail over here and sit down. You may have to wait. Don't leave. Just wait. It's fine. You'll be glad you did. Thank y'all for watching. So I've once again come to Buc-ee's. This time I got brisket. I got coffee. A large, of course. I got some glazed pecans and a bag of their homemade chips, and it was $24.37 tax and all. I wasn't ready for that. Good old gas station food. I'm gonna show y'all what the brisket looks like. It's already sauced. It's all right. Hootenanny and EGs ain't got nothing to worry about. So, Malin, Chris, y'all good. Don't worry about it. I don't think Buc-ee's is going to put y'all out of business. Somebody looking for good barbecue. But this brisket, I mean, it goes 7.2. It's okay. Way overpriced. You can go to mom and pop and get a brisket sandwich way cheaper than that, I'm sure, most places. If you like this video, wherever that's at, click the plus sign, subscribe. I got tons more coming. Thank you. Okay, So we've talked about big mans up in Florence, Alabama. I talked to you about the ribs. Today I'm going to talk to you about their pork. Absolutely slamming. Hey, by the way, drinking some of Jay Gibson's coffee. He's a fellow ag teacher from North Alabama, Rural Roots Coffee Company. Look him up on Facebook. Give Jay a try. I like the overworked owl. Okay, so the pork, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Knock your socks off pork. I didn't give his ribs quite as big a score as the pork is going to get. We talked, you know, I had a lot of people tell me I needed to hit big mans, and I want to tell y'all that told me that. Right on, man. Some of y'all evidently know exactly what I like when it comes to pulled pork. So, it's some of the best I've had, and I mean, y'all, we've got so much good barbecue in Alabama. Y'all Texas folks, y'all can trash talk me all you want to. That's fine. I'm gonna get out to Texas and go do a road trip at some point. But right now, big mans, 9.1 on your pulled pork. Thank y'all, big man. I hope you see this, dude. I got to talk to you up there that day. Super nice people. Y'all need to get up to big man's if you find yourself out looking for something good to do, something good to eat, and right there in Florence, Alabama. Y'all check them out. Thank you. All right, y'all. Real busy, real noise out in front of Porky's Pride and Hayden. Now I'm on the back porch and it's starting to rain. So back porch studios, not perfect, not soundproof. Y'all, red sauce at Porky's, biting there perfect. Good stuff. Really love the taste of it. It's worth going to try the sauce. Alright, the two other sauces on the table, I had a spicy vinegar and a hot vinegar. And both were good. I mean, I liked them both. I think that red sauce really outshines them. It was personally, I thought it was very good sauce. The sides I got baked beans. I got vinegar slaw, which I like, and I like their vinegar slaw, and their baked beans were homemade, and it comes through. They're great beans. So the pork, man, I'm going to sound like I'm nitpicking here, and I really hate to, because it's a good place to go eat, and I think you should go try it. And you can tell me I'm wrong, and that's fine, and I'm good with that. This far from being an 8, the only thing that kept it from an 8, it had good flavor. It was the texture that got me. It was a little soft and mushy. Come here, Lucy dog. It was a little soft and mushy. Now we're not talking about Jim and Nick soft and mushy. We're just talking about a little off. So that's going to keep me from being able to give it an 8, 8 plus. I'm going to go 7, 8. Definitely good. Definitely should go try it. They had other stuff that looked really good in there. I saw plates and plates walking by. Big crowd, lots of people as the time went on, and a lot of call-ins. A lot of people walking out with their food. Good spot, good eats. Go try them out. Porky's Pride, Hayden. Thank you. I'm at Peach Park. Cool place, neat outdoor area that you can run around and play in. Don't forget to go up the hill. They got seesaws and swings and all kind of stuff up there. Hey, camera back on me. So, the pork. Time out. This is going to get worse before it gets better. Alright, I took one bite out of the pork, and I immediately looked up, sadly. I just got to be honest with y'all. Dry, the pulled pork tastes just a little bit like a wet dog smells. And I'm really sad about that, because I do love this place. But it's about to get better. Alright. First of all, the hot sauce, fantastic. They got hot barbecue sauce. It's really good. Try that if you like hot stuff. Their sweet sauce, middle of the road. It's fine. Sides, okay. Mac and cheese I had was not great, but the baked beans the baked beans were good. I snagged a couple of fries. They were good. But look, don't come to the only reason I did a barbecue review here is because they got barbecue out there on their sign. If you don't put barbecue on your sign, I'm not messing with you. This is an ice cream joint. Come get ice cream. Don't pass. I don't like to pass Peach Park if I'm up and down through Clinton on 65. I like to swing in here. There's other ice cream joints, whatever. I don't know much about those. This place is the place to come to for ice cream. They make it here. Come try out the ice cream. Eat what you want to at your own risk. Here's where I'm going on the pork. And I really hate to do it because I genuinely love this place. 5.7 Peach Park. Didn't try ribs. I've eaten other stuff here that was okay. Chicken tenders are great. Maybe they work on the pork some. First time I've ever tried to come get barbecue in a tropical storm or hurricane or whatever. It's raining right now. So I'm going to go ahead and apologize for any low quality video or audio that you might get on this video, because I'm not getting out my nice stuff. I'm going to use my phone. Waterproof. Hancock's Barbecue, Selma, Alabama. I enjoyed myself in there, obviously. Kind of like trying not to burp on camera. And nice place. Very friendly people. Unique looking joint. Down here on 22, Selma. I had a barbecue pulled pork and rib combo plate. Just gonna go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off. Pork. It tasted like it'd been done for a day or two, and it had water added back to it and reheated. I know that that's commonplace and people do that, but it was pretty obvious, and it was a little dry, and I mean the flavor was not bad. It was kind of bland, you know. Didn't have a lot of smoke flavor to it. It had good bark, just not a lot of smoke flavor. I'm going 7.4 on it. The ribs though, ribs are a little different story. They didn't have a ton of smokiness to them, but you know, a guy like me who takes something for heartburn every stinking day of my life, I thought that it was good, and it's not going to cause me just to be awake all night tonight thinking about them. It was a good rib, good texture, good pull. 8.3. I fully recommend Hancock's Barbecue to you. It's good if you're down in the Selma area. Stop by for sure. Y'all be safe in this hurricane if you're still dealing with it. Thank you. Yes, I'm in Florida. My first Florida barbecue review, and I am in Daytona Beach. I'm near well, you can see it over there, the Harley shop. So this is Colt's Pig Stand behind me. I can tell you, I've eaten some barbecue in Georgia, and the person that told me to eat there didn't steer me wrong. I've eaten some barbecue in Tennessee. The person that told me to eat there didn't steer me wrong. I tried to eat some barbecue in Mississippi and nowhere was open. Well, finally I get a chance to eat some barbecue in Florida. And I'm going to tell you, Coast Pig Stand's got it going on. The pork, let me tell you about the sauces real quick. They got a sweet sauce that to me is entirely too sweet. Then they got a normal sauce it's like a regular sauce, they call it, that's entirely too ketchupy. But then I hit their hot barbecue sauce, and it was phenomenal, really good. Mustard barbecue sauce, pretty good stuff too. What you've all been waiting for. Oh gosh, that sandwich. Golly, I'll put the name on the screen, but Hunter got a sandwich that looked delicious, and it had like brisket and something else on it. It's like, I don't know, it's some like a hog rider or something. I don't know. Well, I'll let you know what it is. The pork, really good bark, good flavor. I mean, perfect bark. They didn't over season it. I like a little bit more seasoning with mine than what they had on there, but shoot, y'all, I mean, it don't get a whole lot better than this. On their pulled pork, I'm going with an 8.7. excellent barbecue here in Florida. If you find yourself down around Daytona, check out Colt's Pig Stand. And I actually read some reviews that said another place in town was better. It's hard to believe. It's really good. Y'all have a great day. Pop's Place Barbecue, Dodge City, Alabama. I know it's a couple times I've been in Dodge City lately. Been having to go to things in Coleman area. Pop's Place, man, cool people, very very nice staff. You need to go try them. You do. Guys were with me, got burgers and Philly cheesesteak and all kind of stuff. But you know what I got. I've got half a pound of brisket, half a pound of pulled pork. Before I get to that, though, let me tell you, they got. She'll bring you out some homemade potato chips, like spiral cut. Incredible. Nobody makes a better potato chip than Pop's Place. They'll take on all comers. They're good. They're best I've had. I just ate a couple of them. You know, I'm carnivore, but I did have to try a couple of them because the fellas with me said they were fantastic. So anyway, you know, I hate to be unfavorable to them on the meat, but the brisket was kind of dry, not very flavorful. Going 6.8 on the brisket. The pork was also pretty dry. Had a good flavor, and the sauce was pretty good too. This place is packed at breakfast. There's always a pretty good crowd here when they're open. I know they do a lot of things well. I'm definitely not telling you not to come here. The barbecue, though, I'm going 7.1 on it. Pork, it was okay. I mean, and on a sandwich with some slaw and some pickles, I'm sure really good. But as far as I just judge based on meat, that's it. But if you don't get your tail in here and get some of them homemade chips, you missing out. Come in and try something else. I saw Philly cheesesteak look pretty good. Burger looked pretty good. Thank you. Hey, Southern Grove and Glory. I've been to Jefferson Country Store in Jefferson, Alabama. Now, folks from my neck of the woods, this ain't got nothing to do with Jefferson County. This right here is Jefferson Methodist Church, very historical. Jefferson Baptist Church right over there, also very historical looking building. And the Jefferson Country Store the building has been there, he said, since 1957. And it's only been closed a little while during that. And I'm going to tell you, his barbecue's something good. I got a barbecue sandwich. They got on their sign, they ain't got fries. He wasn't kidding, they didn't have fries. The barbecue, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was a little bit nervous when I walked in because I got in there and I saw that there was crock pot sitting around, and then I asked for barbecue and he said, it's already got sauce on it. I was like, ooh, uh-oh. But to my surprise, I got the barbecue sandwich and I pulled a little bit off and ate it. And it might have had just a smidgen of sauce on it. It wasn't soaked on it. But now this barbecue was a little juicy. It's a shade soupy, but it was delicious and really good. I'm giving the meat an 8.8. The Saturday sauce, I think is how you say it. Pretty good stuff. Very simple sauce, not a lot of ingredients. That's kind of how I like things. I like it simple because it could be said I'm simple myself. It's a one-man show in the building. He's cooking up hamburgers, cooking up all kind of different sandwiches. I asked one guy in there, I said, hey, if you was driving 2.5 hours, which is what I did, if you were driving 2.5 hours, what would you get on this menu? And he said, depends on who you ask. I said, what about you? He said, I always get a burger. He said, a lot of people always get fried bologna. Y'all hear that? Fried bologna, my Walker County people? Fried bologna. And it looked good, and it looked thick. I saw a couple of them. Then there was something called a Willis that was like a ham and cheese and bacon and all kind of good stuff. Y'all, if you find yourself in West Alabama around Jefferson, look it up. Look it up on the map. You owe it to yourself to get here. 8.8 on the pork. From what I'm understanding, that ain't the best thing here. Y'all come try them out. Jefferson Country Store, Jefferson, Alabama. Just finished up with the Pit Barbecue in downtown Birmingham. The Pit. Let's just start it from the top. I walk in, standing room only. It's fine. There's no tables in there. It's either a walk-in place or a drive-through place, and that's fine. The building is in the, it is the original Milo's. If you're familiar with Milo's restaurants, it's the original one. That was pretty cool. I noticed the price on the board was 13, I think 47. It was 13 something. And then it was $2.37 for a large unsweet tea. I got those two things. Somehow my total ended up being $18.80. I'm not sure. Crazy taxes in Birmingham, Jefferson County. I don't know, but it's a lot. After all was said and done, $18.80 was a bunch to pay. Even, I don't know. Anyway, kind of felt like it was a little bit high. That's fine. The slaw was good. The fries were crinkle flat fries. They were good, frozen previously. The baked beans, not homemade. They were out of a can from somewhere. Then the sauce. All right. Oh, time out. What about the sauce? Well, I asked for my sauce on the side, and she said, well, that will be an extra 55 cents. And I was like, for real? To get the sauce not on it? She said, we have to charge you for the little cut. I pulled another $1 out, and by the time I get done, I've got over 19 bucks in this plate. Tax and all, to be fair. Get my plate. I ate it outside my car. And sauce is very much craft. They might want to fight me on that, and that's fine, but I don't think it's homemade sauce. I think it's craft. The pork, which you've all been waiting for. I really feel like, before I say what the score is on the pork, I really feel like as a barbecue joint, you should be doing something with your baked beans, and you should be doing something with your sauce to make yours stand out from everybody else. Craft, it's not bad, but it's craft. Taking all the other parts out of the experience that I had and only judging the pork. It had decent smoke. It was decently on moisture, but there was just something off about it. I have a hard time putting my finger on it. Probably the max I can do on this is a 7.2. That's the Pit in Birmingham. It's very expensive for a 7.2. I don't feel like they've got good sauce. I don't feel like they've got their own sauce. I don't feel like their sides are wonderful. Try it at your own risk. Thank you. So, I'm going to talk about Chuck Wagon Barbecue. I think it's called the Chuck Wagon or Chuck Wagon. I'm not 100% sure. Really nice place. Madison, Alabama. That's near Huntsville. In the shadow of the Saturn V rocket. I mean, not quite, but it's close by there. So, anyway, if you like space stuff and nerd stuff, you can go over there and check that out while you're there. But anyway, before I get started on this, though, I need to tell you, it's been a long time since anybody sent me a hat. If you'd like my address to send me a hat, and I'll wear it on here for free of your small business now. Let's don't get too wild. Small business, I'll take care of that. Or even if you would like to have your logo right here where mine is. If you'd like to have your logo right there, we can do that, you know, for very cheap per video. I'm talking about you're paying for my meal per video. But anyway, all right, so Chuck Wagon, dang good ribs. Those ribs, good pull, definitely great flavor. They call themselves Texas barbecue, and I believe it. If that's what Texas barbecue is like, I'm in, because I've never been to Texas for barbecue. Maybe somebody needs to put me on their private jet and take me to Texas. Anyway, 8.4 on those ribs. They were really good. And actually, I take it back. I'm lying to you. 8.8 on the ribs. 8.8 on the ribs. The pork was good. I don't think they were quite as good as the ribs, but I liked them. What really shined, and I got their spicy sauce and I got their white sauce. All right, if anybody has got Chuck Wagon's white sauce beat, it ain't by much. It's dang good. You owe it to yourself to get in there and try it, even just for the white sauce. But the pork, really good. 8.4 on the pork. Not quite up to what their ribs are. I thought their ribs were really terrific. 8.8, really good. Y'all go try Chuck Wagon. It's you know, it's not a rundown old barbecue joint. It's almost too clean, but I think you'll like it. Thank you very much. Check me out. Follow me on YouTube. 3,200 subscribers there. Almost 15,000 on Facebook. Almost 15,000, I think, on TikTok. So I got a lot of people out there watching, And I would love for you to sponsor me, and I could put your logo on a video right there, and you might be surprised how cheap it is. Y'all have a good one. Thank you. I'm in Dodge City, Alabama. That's not what I'm reviewing. I'm reviewing a place over close to, well, it's a Little Lou's Barbecue, kind of like Blunsville. It's a 4-way stop there at US 231 and US 278. Right now I'm at the petrol station. Look, if you're coming through here, Dodge City, Alabama, exit 299, just south of Coleman, and you need fuel or anything, this ain't your place. Right across the interstate over there. So if you get off the interstate, you're coming, let's say you're coming south, you turn left off the interstate, there's a Marathon over there. Gas is generally 20 to 30 cents cheaper over there. So it's $2.89 here right now. It's $2.69 over there across the way. So there's your hot tip. You get your gas a little cheaper across the interstate. It's always higher here. You're paying that petrol premium. And it's actually higher at all these gas stations on this side of the interstate. So there's your pro tip. Now, Lulu's. First thing I noticed when I walked up, they made a bold claim. A bold claim. By the way, I was driving a bus today. They made a bold claim. Said you were about to eat the best barbecue on earth. That's bold. All right, so I'm gonna get right to it. I know I done missed that opportunity because I'm over a minute in, but pork had good texture. Thought it had a good amount of bark. Its taste is very flavorful. I mean, you can't. It's very flavorful. The thing that got me, it is the smokiest pulled pork I've ever eaten. And you know, I'm a guy who takes a little pill for heartburn every day, acid reflux every day. So it's just that brand of barbecue just can't be my everyday thing. It was good. Look, it's too smoky. I mean, I think they cooked it over smoked the whole time, never wrapped. And I know most places that do this and they cook in volume, they don't wrap anyway. But usually they'll start out over smoke and then they'll switch over to gas or whatever. You know, they'll start over wood and switch over to gas. So they didn't do that. So it's good, and I think a lot of people will really like their barbecue. Their sauce is unique. I really like their sauce too. Very sweet people. But as far as their pulled pork goes, like I said, not exactly my cup of tea. I got to go with 7.8, but it might be yours if you really like a heavy smoke flavor. Didn't try anything but the pork today where we're kind of in a hurry. So anyway, that's that from Dodge City, Alabama, even though that's not where the Little Lou's Barbecue, 431 and 278 over there near Blunsville. Kind of between Blunsville and Arab. Y'all have a great day. Got out of church this morning and headed over to Hayden, Alabama, the home of Porky's Pride Barbecue. Man, neat place. I've been there before, but before I didn't get ribs. And let me just tell you, the ribs, fire. I really thought they were great. I did get to see a couple of folks who have watched my videos, and hey, y'all know who y'all are. I appreciate y'all watching. And it was great to meet y'all. I think he's going to disagree with me on my ribs, because he was telling me he likes the fall off the bone ribs, and I like I like a little bite, I like a little pull, and these had some, and these were exceptionally good ribs, I thought, over at Porky's Pride in Hayden. Great flavor. If I had to knock them for anything, I'd say that's just a little dry, but y'all don't worry about that. They were delicious. Had just the right amount of pull to me. I thought the flavor was wonderful, and you put just a little bit of their red sauce or a little bit of their spicy vinegar sauce on there, and you got something great. I'm going 9.1 on their ribs. I thought they were fantastic. Their pork, though, good. I mean, good, passable. I hate to even say the word passable. That makes it sound like I didn't like it, because I did like it. I mean, especially with some sauce on it. Before the sauce, though, which is how I try to judge it. I try to judge it without the sauce. Good bark, good texture. Not just a ton of smoky flavor. And some people may love that. I like a little bit of smoke with mine, but I know that some people like me that have some reflux issues. When you get into something that's too smoky, it can be kind of rough. But pretty good pork. I mean, I really love the ribs. I like the pork, but when you put their good sauce on it, either which one, I mean, it moves it on up beyond a 9. But I'm gonna go 8.4 on the pork. I didn't try any brisket today. I ran out of money. Wonderful couple sit with us today. The Myerses, they'll probably never watch this. When the gentleman came by and said hello to us and said he watched my videos, I explained to them that, hey, I got social media where I do this, and he didn't seem very impressed at all. So, but they were super great people, super nice people, and they came in and didn't have a place to sit, so we said, hey, we got a table for 6, and there's not but 2 of us, so yeah, come on and sit down. And they did. Cool people, cool place. I think you'll love Porky's Pride. Go try them out. Hayden, Alabama. Thank you. Boar Hogs, Huntsville, Alabama. Went up there and ate with some good friends. It was a nice place, and a huge crowd, man. Lots of people in there. People in and out the whole time we were there. I had very high hopes for it, and they were not all dashed, and it didn't really have anything to do with the food. All the sides were great. The sauce, man, it was like they had a white sauce. It was, like a lot of the North Alabama white sauces, a little sweet for my liking, but hey, a lot of people love that, and definitely don't judge the place just based off whether, this dude likes their white sauce or not. There are 2 other sauces. They had a regular vinegar sauce, and then they had a spicy vinegar sauce. The spicy vinegar sauce was not a joke. It was pretty spicy, and I like spicy food. So I'm the kind of guy that throws a little Tabasco sauce on his eggs in the morning. So, if you can judge anything by that, and those sauces were pretty strong, and they were good. I mean, I like a good vinegar sauce for sure. Kicks it up to a different level. I don't judge sauces, judge meat. So, ribs. Okay, these were some fall off the bone ribs. All right. Know a lot of people who say I love fall off the bone ribs. I like for them to just melt in your mouth, and that's cool. You like what you like, and that's it. It's not my style. I like a little pull. Like one of my old buddies said, he likes for stuff to be stuck in his teeth after he gets done eating pork, or gets done eating ribs. It was a texture thing. It's not necessarily the taste or anything like that. I think that they were cooked well. Everything was good. It was just pull. So on the ribs, I got to go 7.7 on the ribs. They're good. Definitely worth a shot. And hey, check out Boar Hogs. I think you'll like it. It's now, fair warning, it's one of those fast food type environments, where you go up to the front, you order, then you go sit down, then they call you when your plate's ready. If you like that style, that's fine. I mean, I prefer for somebody to come to the table and talk to me and bring my stuff. And but and then after you get done, you take your tray back, you bump your metal plate off in the garbage can, you stack it up right there. So you make your own drink too, which is cool. I prefer to make my own drink, honestly. So anyway, that's the style of restaurant you're looking at. But anyway, don't judge that. Just judge the meat. So that's the ribs for Boar Hogs. Y'all try them out. They were voted. I'm not sure who voted. I didn't see that part of it, but they were voted best barbecue in Huntsville. So there's something to it, and there's a lot of people in and out of there. So you may really love it. I liked it. Go try them out, Boar Hogs. Pretty sure I just ate a rib bone. Okay, Southland Barbecue, Argo, Alabama. No Walker County, folks, not that Argo. It's the Argo in St. Clair County. rode up through here after going up to my buddy Lamar's place for their pumpkin patch. A little bit of video for them, and they did hook me up with a brand new hat. So make sure you get up there and see them, because they gave me a hat. No, it's really awesome. It's $12. Everything's included in this thing, and you get to go through the pumpkin patch. It's pretty neat. Every Saturday through November 2nd this year. So that's 2024 if you're watching this in the future. So anyway, Southland Barbecue is right there. It's just there's no easy way to do this. The ribs had good flavor, okay? They were just falling to absolute pieces. I just started pulling them apart. Well, I got into them and was eating, and it was like, there are no bones here. I think that they were cooked down so much that I actually ended up eating a rib bone and didn't know it. So anyway, the flavor rescued them. On the ribs, I'm going 7.2. They far overcooked in my opinion. And I don't want to hurt them. You may love it. You may do it. The sauce, okay, I'll talk about the sauce. I would be willing to bet that it's Kraft. Not a problem. It's just, if you're gonna have a barbecue joint, you need to do your own twist on some sauce. I've said that before, and I'm no authority. I mean, hey, I'm just a fat guy from Piney Woods that likes barbecue. So yeah, don't take my word on this. Go by and try it for yourself. Really tremendously sweet people. I'm definitely not. I mean, you go in there, you're gonna feel right at home. They were very nice. The pork, pretty spongy. I mean, it was pretty chewy. I'm going 6.8 pork. And I like Kraft sauce, and it needed it. Sorry. There's just, when you go into a place and you eat and it's just not stellar, it's hard to it's hard to beat on people. But I gotta be honest with you. I mean, and I stop by here and I spend my money, and I left a really good tip. But anyway, Southland and Argo, and I apologize to them in advance. Y'all have a great day. Thank you. Rising Smoke, Haleyville, Alabama. Cool little joint. Nice people. Look, I got to come clean with y'all. Me and my wife went in there. We had just got our taxes done, and we got some good news. We got some bad news. It was all right, but anyway, I hope I can be fair after just having visited the accountant to do taxes. But I said, hey, while we're out here, let's just go ahead and hit a barbecue place. Let's look one up. Well, Rising Smoke was the first one that popped up, so I said, let's go there. We're both hungry. It worked out good. She ended up getting a steak, and the steak was okay. The mashed potatoes, though, they were instant. I got, of course, a pulled pork plate, $9.99. Had plenty of food. It was I got slaw, and I got their vinegar. I got vinegar slaw, and I got baked beans. And the baked beans were pretty good. The vinegar slaw was as advertised. It was vinegar, so not too bad on that end. The pork was slightly dry, and the flavor, while it was not bad at all, I mean, it's fine. I'll definitely go back. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't go back. If I was up that way and hungry for barbecue, I'd just run on there and get some more. And I'll tell you why in just a second. The sauce was fantastic. It was very flavorful. Good sauce, man. A good mix of sweet and tangy that I just really liked. And Lachey really liked it too. And I like she dipped her steak in it a little bit. So really good sauce, top-notch sauce. But the pork, though, I'm due to it being a little bit dry and maybe not quite the flavor that I really like. Again, fat boy from Piney Woods who likes pork. That's all I am. I'm nobody special. You should definitely go try it for yourself. But I'm going to rate this pork at a 7.6. Not a terrible score at all. Strong score. I've had some conversations with people online lately about, how I do my scoring. And actually, I've had some conversations like offline with friends who have been honest with me. And that's great, man. I got friends who will be honest with me and try to help me out and help me do better on my reviews. But consistency is tough to do. I mean, it's really tough to do. So, as I have gone, I feel like I have kind of refined the way I want to do the scores. Anyway, 7.6 there. I'm thinking, let me explain. 7s are good barbecue. Okay, it's pretty good. 8s are really good. And then when you get into 9s, you're talking about just, I couldn't stand how good it was. It made me make it a 9. So, y'all are going to see at least one rib place when we get into these ribs here soon that hit a 9. And I've got a few of those shot, or I've got a few of those shot. I ain't got them all, ready to go yet. But just wanted to fill y'all in a little bit on the score right here at the end. Rise and Smoke, definitely go check them out. Don't let that 7.6 scare you away at all. I mean, that's not a bad score, and I don't want anybody to think that I'm downgrading them at all. That's not it. So go check them out. See y'all in Haleyville. 911 Festival coming up soon, I think. Not sure. Maybe somebody from Haleyville can tell me. Y'all have a great night. Thanks for watching. I don't usually do this, but I got some good barbecue for y'all today. Real good barbecue at a very cool place, very interesting place. Ardmore, Alabama, straddles the state line, and learned some things about Ardmore that I thought was pretty cool. But I tried some barbecue, and before I left, Malin asked me if I wore pink hats. And he didn't know it, but he kind of got me, and I'm going to tell y'all about that right after I show you this video about the car shortening review. See you in a few minutes. Hey guys, can y'all tell me something about Ardmore? Does everybody go to the same school even if you live in Tennessee?
Yes.
You can. You pay tuition.
Really? Okay. I was just wondering.
Greatest place on earth.
Sweet. Looks like it. Heck of a car show. Finally got a chance to try Hootenanny barbecue. I had to drive to Ardmore, Tennessee, or Ardmore, Alabama. This is a strange situation to get out here because you got part of the town in Alabama, part of the town in Tennessee. So I was able to get a hold of some brisket and some pork. The pork, mighty fine. I don't usually go with an even number, but I'm going 9.0. It's good. It's worth the trip from wherever you're coming from. Brisket, some of the best I've ever had. I'm going 9.3. So, if y'all can, you need to try to get to Hootenanny when they're set up. Go like them on Facebook, and you can find out. So, some first today. I don't usually get to talk to the owners of a restaurant. Just every once in a while I do. And while he doesn't have a restaurant yet, but watch out. Watch out for this guy. He's coming. And I'm telling you, you need to get on Facebook and find Hootenanny. And he gave me a hat, and it's a pink hat. And he asked me if he wore a pink hat. And y'all, Malin is a class act. Not only is the food truck very clean, all that stuff, but just a super nice guy. Still working a full-time job. He's what all of us. I mean, he's all of us. A guy with a dream. And anyway, he said, I'm gonna give you a hat. Now that hat, I'd already done my review before he gave me the hat, so that has nothing to do with it. And I'm sorry, I'm having to adjust the phone. But he gave me this pink hat, and it's October. And everybody knows that it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And very recently, a good friend of mine has, I'm a friend of their family, has gotten that terrible news, and that they're going to fight and they're going to win, and there's no doubt in my mind. And I believe God is good. I believe God answers prayer. And I'm going to ask y'all, if y'all don't mind, when you pray, call out the name Andrea, because, you know, I mean, how many people say, will you wear a pink hat? I just don't know. I felt like, and I you know, I don't usually do this, but I felt like I needed to ask y'all, if you will, to pray for her. I believe there's power in that. And check out Hootenanny. Thank y'all so much. Malin, you're awesome, man. You didn't know what you did today, but you did something. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great day. Took a quick trip to Roebuck, Alabama, north side of Birmingham. Went to Costa's BBQ. Never been there before. Honestly, never even heard anybody talk about it. Seen their sauce in the Piggly Wiggly. There's a bunch of these local sauces that get bottled around here, and just from the shape of the bottle. Sorry, I'm still chewing some pork. Just from the shape of the bottles, I'm gonna say that Pilotari's bottles them. There's a bunch of them, quite a few around that they do. So anyway, I got 4 rib bones. They ended up putting 5 on there because they were a little small. So I wasn't mad about that. I think they were fair. I also got, I wanted a half pound of pork, but they gave me a pound. And anyway, everything ended up, I didn't get any sides. I just got the rib bones and the sauce and the, it was red sauce. It was really sweet. It was almost ketchup, but it had a little bit in it. I mean, you know, probably not going to go to the pig and buy their sauce now, but it might be for you. It's not really for me. Anyway, down to the ratings. Ribs, good pull, pretty good flavor. It's Sunday afternoon. Actually, it's Sunday evening. It's almost 5:30. So I don't know when they were cooked. They weren't bad. I mean, I'm going 7.8 on the ribs. They had a good pull, had decent flavor. Seems like they might have been cooked a while, but I mean, I know you run a restaurant, you got to cook some food, and you got to decide how long you're going to make that last. And you know, I'm not in any way bashing them for that. Pork, in my opinion, was better. It had good bark, good smoke ring, good solid smoke ring. Definitely good smoky flavor there, but not overpowering. Good texture. It might have been just a little fatty, but you know, nothing to worry about. I think it's a really good pork, a really good pulled pork, chopped pork. I'm going 8.3 on it. I think it's a solid choice. I can't really recommend the sauce because it's not the kind of sauce I like. It's a red sauce. It's very ketchupy. You know, you get this and maybe get some, I don't know, say Dreamland sauce or something like that that's got a little bit more of a vinegar punch to it. You got something. Hey, let me jump back in here for a minute. Look, I got to meet another guy yesterday. I wanted to shout him out. Blake, you know who you are. Awesome man. It's always cool to run into somebody who watches the channel. And hey, I want to say, if you're watching this and you appreciate what I'm doing, hit that like, hit the follow, hit the subscribe, depending on what social media you're watching it on. It really does help a lot. It helps other people like you find my stuff, and kind of helps me get, you know, a little bit of algorithm push. And I'm probably gonna get like banned for even using that word. That's gum. So I would greatly appreciate it. Every little bit helps. Hitting that like button helps more than you know. Commenting is even bigger. So anything you can do, I really appreciate it. Ain't costing you nothing but just a second of your time, and helps me a whole lot. Thanks. Okay. Dimitri's BBQ, Homewood, Alabama. It's kind of the southern end of Birmingham. Walking back to my car. Okay, so I noticed they got a special today. Sign out on the wall that's ribs $19.99. No, $19. $19 even for a whole slab. I'm gonna get in the car so it's not so loud. So go in. Very friendly server. Nice guy. Talk to me for just a minute. This place has been here since 1961. Pretty cool little joint. Got a drive-through. If you want to call ahead, you can order your stuff through their drive-through. But I'll tell you this. All I wanted was ribs and pulled pork. No sides, no anything. So they got a whole rack of ribs for $19. I'll get into that in a minute. So I asked, hey, can I get a couple of rib bones and some pulled pork? Yeah, I was like, hang on, let me go ask. Okay. So he went and asked, and he came back. So he got me that. I started eating it. The ribs, I don't have anything nice to say about them. I mean, I wish I could. They were, if I had to come up with some terms to describe them, they were sweaty armpity. I don't know. I don't know what that was. Immediately what I thought when I bit into one. It was like, because the smell hit me and I was like, this tastes and smells like a sweaty armpit. So I thought, well, maybe it just one bad rib. No, I ate the other one too. It was just as bad. So I'm going 6.4 on the ribs. $19 for a rack of ribs in a downtown area. I mean, I think they're just trying to give them away or something. I don't know why they would cook them. The pork though, all right, totally redeemed it. Oh my gosh, I missed a lot of hair. Totally redeemed it. Totally redeemed it. The pork was good. I'm going 8.6 on their pork. It was chopped. It comes with sauce on it, so you better ask for it dry. But I did manage to get some dry pieces out to try it. Had good texture, really good flavor. In the end, the sauce totally woke it up. It was very good. So my advice, if you're going to head over to Dimitri's over here in Homewood, avoid the ribs like the plague. Do yourself a favor and get the pork. I didn't try the chicken. Server told me the chicken was his favorite thing. So anyway, y'all have a great day. Go try Dimitri's. I wouldn't do the ribs. Pause. I had to jump back in here for a second. I forgot to tell you. All right, so I told you they got the rack of ribs for $19. Seems like a good deal. Stay away from it. Does seem like a good deal though. So I ended up with the 2 rib bones and about 8 ounces of pork. At this point in my life, in my barbecue eating career, I can tell about how much 8 ounces of pork is. Y'all, for that and a drink, a Coke Zero, not an alcoholic drink, a Coke Zero, they charged me $31 and something after tax. That's insane. That's an insane amount of money for what I got. Thank y'all for sticking around to the end. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, all that good stuff. Where's your favorite place in Birmingham? Have a good day. This video is going to be a little bit long. We're talking about Chattanooga, Tennessee. We're talking about Sticky Fingers, a place where people have told me that their sauce is some of the best they've ever had. I had never tried their sauce. I had never even, other than seeing their sauce in the grocery store, I didn't even know it was a restaurant. But after hearing a lot about it, we're going to ride up through the Ocoee and go up to Cherokee, some pretty country through there. And we decided to hit Chattanooga and go by Sticky Fingers. I had to let some time pass because I was afraid that my score might be skewed on the video, but I'd already given my score to my wife while we were inside. So, on pork and ribs, I went ahead and got a combo plate because, look at me. I have the ability to eat ribs and pork at the same time. Ribs and shoulder, I must say. So, both very good. And I'm going to score both here. All right. Because this is kind of an outside of the state thing. And I don't want to start doing like outside of the state places a lot unless y'all want me to. And I might even do a tour to cholesterol in Memphis sometime soon. And, so y'all let me know if that's something you'd like to see. So, Sticky Fingers, excellent sides, excellent service, cool old place in Chattanooga. Parking, little touch and go, little dicey. My wife's car got hit while we're there. I don't know with what. I'm going to let you be the judge of it. I mean, it's not a car. I don't think a car door hit it. It looks like somebody jumped off the top rope of a wrestling ring and planted their butt cheeks right against the right rear quarter panel. So it's got a big dent in it. I've got to take it to a body man this week. See you soon, Todd. So, side's great. Sauce, man. I liked all three sauces. I liked that Carolina sweet. It was my favorite of the three that they had on the table. And to tell you the truth, I can't remember what the other two were, but they were all three really good sauces. I mean, I really liked them. The good smoke, good flavor, good texture. I liked it a lot. I've had some better pork in Alabama. I'm going 8-4 on their pork. The ribs, great flavor. I wouldn't say that they are anything just out of this world. Like I'm gonna load up. I live roughly 2.5 hours or so from Chattanooga. I'm not saying load up and go 2.5 hours to go get them, but if you're up that way, it's worth a try. While I was in the restaurant, one of my pals, you'll know who I'm talking to because he texted me. I texted him, told him where I was at, and he said, "Man, you should have went across the street. There's someplace over there." So anyway, but I didn't. I went Sticky Fingers. The ribs, good flavor, good texture. The bite though, there wasn't much pull to it. I mean, it was a little more fall off the bone than I like. I like just a little pull. Very good. Not in the nines, not a 9, but very good. I'm going 8.3 on the ribs. So a very solid place to go get go get something to eat. We enjoyed it quite a lot. Me and my wife shared one platter. I mean, and the platter was like, gosh, I can't remember. I'm sure I'll show y'all on the video because I'll look back through my photos and see it. But the price of the platter was not just terrible if you're feeding 2 people. And there was plenty of food for both of us, and we were very glad that we didn't do anything but get that one platter. We got an appetizer that was called brisket nachos, and it was like just brisket and queso dip and nachos, and that kind of stole the show. It was good. Wasn't a ton of brisket in there, but I didn't expect there to be. It's like $8 or $9, so it was really good too. So anyway, Sticky Fingers, y'all go check them out. If you like my videos, be sure to like it, comment on it, tell me what I can do different, tell me what I'm doing right, tell me what I'm doing wrong. I'm not gonna get my feelings hurt, I promise. And tell somebody about me, share this thing, and I would greatly appreciate y'all and all the support. See you next time. I'm going to talk about some pork, but I need y'all to stick around to the end, especially you brothers of the beard or lovers of the brothers of the beard. I got a giveaway coming up right after this. I'm at Lake Logan Martin. That's the dam right over there. This is Cropwell, Alabama, the home of the lake, and also the home of Fat Man's Barbecue in Cropwell. Let me just tell you what all I got. I got a half pound of pulled pork. Actually, it wasn't pulled, it was chopped. It was very finely chopped. And I got a chicken sandwich with the pulled chicken on the chicken sandwich because they wouldn't sell it to me without the bun for some strange reason. So, whatever. But hey, I'm used to not having it my way. We'll have it their way. So, had a good smoky flavor to the pork. Good smoky flavor. Because it was so finely chopped, I think it seemed like the texture might have been off just a little bit, but I do believe that was because it was chopped so fine. You know, I don't ask for any special way. I just ask for pork. And usually I ask for sauce to be on the side. They did sauce on the side, so that was cool. So, all right. So all things considered, I thought the pork was pretty good. If anything, when I added sauce to it, when I tasted the sauce by itself, and I thought, man, this tastes pretty good. But then when I added it to the pork, it was like it just did something to it that was not cool. I think what I'm getting at here is the sauce is a little bit overpowering. So it's a good sauce. I mean, if I got chicken tenders or something and I wasn't really excited about the flavor of the chicken tenders, I'd dunk those in it. But I think it overpowered the meat a little bit. So I'm going 7.9. All right, let's go to chicken. All right, so I got the pulled chicken. I think the sauce kind of did the same thing to it. It overpowered it just a little bit. But the chicken on its own, I thought was better than the pork, in my opinion. So the chicken, good smoky flavor, same way. I don't think you're going to go there and get anything bad. I really don't. But I feel that the chicken shined a little more, and it was 8.4. That's what I'm giving it. So go see them in Cropwell, Alabama. Well, you stuck around to the end, and as promised, we're going to do the giveaway. December 26th, we're not going to take away from the magic of Christmas. Remember the real reason. And what I'm giving away is a can of Pixie Dust Bath Company Beard Balm. It's an Alabama-made product. Y'all know I love Alabama-made stuff. Nobody sent me a hat lately, so I'm wearing my own dang hat. So anyway, Pixie Dust Bath Company. It's a local educator. I'm not going to call her out. Some of y'all may know her. She may not want to be called out, so I'm going to respect that. But she's got all of her items for sale on the website. I'll post a link to that. Here's what I need you to do. On December 26th, I'm going to take everybody who has got on this post, and whether it be YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, whatever. If you're not following me everywhere, get on it, doggone it. But whoever has commented the word beard, I'm going to enter those names into the wheel. We're going to spin the magic wheel, see who wins. I'll contact you, get your information, ship it out to you. Got any questions about it, let me know. I will post a link to Pixie Dust, male, female. She's got some awesome stuff. I know it's kind of a funny name for guy stuff, but daggum, once you get it, you're gonna like it. The beard balm, the beard oils, all of it is natural stuff. I like the beard balm myself. I like her oil too, but I got the beard balm this time. The fragrance I got was Pirate, and it smells great. I smell it just a little bit all day long, and it's you read the back of the label. You know, you go to Walmart, you get them cans, and it's like there's stuff on there you can't even pronounce. But this is all simple stuff like, you know, different oils and beeswax, and it's all stuff you can pronounce. So made in Alabama by a local person, small business. Y'all check her out. Even if you don't win, I want you to get on there and buy something. Use my link. I might make a little commission. Y'all have a great day. Barbecue ain't cheap.